Hi, I'm Yaswanth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to share about the mistakes that I made as a beginner in crypto, and also a few things which no one will tell you regarding cryptocurrency investments. The first mistake that I did as a beginner in crypto investments is wrong selection of crypto coins. So I mean, in the initial days, like when I feel like Bitcoin is already priced high, so I thought of searching for some alternatives. I mean, the coins other than Bitcoin, people will call them as altcoins. So I literally did wrong selection for many of the coins. So when the meme coin Doge is trending those days, like I invested heavily on Dogecoin, which is really a mistake that I did, because we never invest coins based on the popularity of that coin. We need to invest on coins where it has real value. Then I realized that, and at the time, like I experienced some losses in Dogecoin investment, and later, like I completely moved away from those meme coins. Now I realized the coins that have really value. So after that, like I have invested only on few coins where I think it has some value, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, Matic, ADA, and these are some coins which really has some value and it may go well in the long run. So I realized it, and this is the first mistake that people do. So if you are a beginner in crypto investment, don't invest on coins which has no value. Just because people are talking about it, it doesn't mean it has value. So you need to understand this. And the second mistake I did was following news every time. Whenever I try to invest on a coin, I regularly check on news about crypto and other financial news. So heavily followed the news. Like I thought, like if it's a good news, then market will go up. If it's a bad news, then market will go down. So it is a thing that I have in my mind. Of course, it is somewhat real, but it will not applicable to cryptos all the time. It doesn't matter how good the news are, how bad the news are, because sometimes the news may be permitted to local areas, sometimes the news may be global news. So but how people react, we cannot understand that. Some people will treat it as an opportunity if it's a bad news. So I feel like you don't need to follow the news every time. This is something that I made. If you are a beginner, of course, having a knowledge of what's happening in the world is very much important in investing, whether it might be in stock market or cryptos, but don't blindly follow the news every time. And the third mistake that I did was FOMO. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. Like if someone is talking heavily about something, then we feel like we are missing out an opportunity here. Then we start investing ultimately. If that goes down, then ultimately we will be in losses. It is called FOMO. So don't ever fall into the prey of FOMO. Only invest when you are ready. Only invest when you have enough money as a savings. So don't borrow money from someone just to make investment, just because people are talking about that heavily. So it doesn't matter how people are talking about it, how many people are talking about it, how popular the crypto is. It doesn't matter. When you are ready to invest in something, so when you have at least 6 months of your savings backed up, then only invest. Because if you invest and if suddenly it drops out and you don't have any savings in your bank account, then ultimately you will be in big trouble. Don't ever fall into the trap of FOMO. And the fourth mistake I did was panic selling. When the market is suddenly going down, we feel like it may fall down to zero. Then what we do is, even though we are in loss, we try to sell it. This is a mistake that I did as a beginner. So if I invest on a particular amount, so and if the market is suddenly going down, then I mean many of the beginners will feel like, so the market is going to crash, so it may fall down to zero. Then instead of going to zero, we may at least need to sell this coin now to avoid more losses. It is something that beginners fail and sell their cryptos. But it is very bad thing, because if something is falling, then ultimately it will go up. It depends on the value. If you have chosen the right cryptocurrency, then you don't need to worry about dips and pumps, because sometimes it may fall and sometimes it may correct, sometimes it may rise again. You need to have a lot of patience. Don't panic sell every time when the market is going down. This is something that I did as a beginner, and I advise people not to do that. And the other mistake I have taken seriously as a beginner, is taking intraday trading too seriously. I mean, what actually intraday trading? So if you're buying coins and selling your coins in the same day, then it is called intraday trading. So actually, it is not really an advisable one. So if you are a beginner, I advise not to go with trading, because trading is very risky. So because you don't know whether it will go down or go up in the next minute. You need to have patience. If it's at least a month or 2 months, if you invested something, at least watch out for a month or two to understand the direction of the coin. Don't look into the history, don't look into the price charts, because it is completely volatile. The minute that you invest, it may go down after the next minute, or it may go up in the next minute. Don't do intraday trading when you are a beginner. It is very risky. There are chances like you might end up with zero. Don't do that. And the other mistake, the most important mistake I did as a beginner was I missed the trick of buy at lower price, sell at higher price. So in general, if market goes down, we need to treat it as an opportunity. I mean, if every crypto is falling down, which means there is an opportunity for us to buy at the lower price, which means like we are getting it on discount. I mean, I fail to understand it. If market is going down, I feel like it is a bad time. I mean, I never invested on that when a crypto is falling down. It is a mistake I did. And if a market is going up, so I mean, which means let's suppose you purchased a coin at 100, you purchase some thousands of coins, whatever it might be, and if it is already at 150, don't be so decide on like let it go to 200 or 300. I mean, it may not happen. So you cannot witness a profit of, I can say, 100 times, 200 times in the quick run. So if you're getting at least some percent of a profit, try to sell it, and when it goes down, try to buy it again. It is the technique that you need to follow. Again, it is not an intraday trading. You need to wait for at least few months as a beginner to do that. So this is something I also miss. When the market is going up, I'm just looking at, I'm just holding it and just looking at how market behaves. And suddenly it may collapse, and then like I feel regret of not selling it at the higher price. So these are the things that I did. These are the mistakes that I did as a beginner in cryptocurrency investments. So I advise people not to repeat these mistakes when you are a beginner. So even like if you have any doubts regarding cryptos, you can, I can say, contact me anytime through my social handles. I'm ready to give advices. Again, cryptocurrency investments are subject to market risks. So you need to do your own research before investing on anything. Even though people like me will advise you to buy a particular thing, but it is not advisable to listen to my words or listen to anyone's words blindly without doing your own research. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and find it insightful, please like, comment, and share this video in your network. Also, if you're a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.